All right, I want to bring my panel back to talk about this. Eddie, Matt, Jeremy. Matt, I want to start with you. We've seen this rise in nationalism sentiment, starting with Brexit, following President Trump's win. What do you make of this?
Well, you know, a lot of people are congratulating themselves that we've, nipped nationalism in the bud in the continent of Europe. That's just not true. Austria didn't quite vote for the Nationalist Party. Sweden hasn't quite gotten there. But on the whole, including in France, these parties have doubled, tripled, quadrupled their support. And as your correspondent rightly points out, Macron doesn't have a party, right? He just started a political party. The democratic left in Europe is broadly dead right now. The Socialist Party in France, which has been dominant forever, doesn't really exist that much anymore. It's going to take more than just winning a couple of binary elections to make this nationalism thing and this anti-EU and anti-NATO thing go away. Macron
was subject to reportedly Russian-linked hacking, and he was valiant nonetheless. What does this tell you about the state that we're in terms of hacking and cybersecurity?
Well, there are many elections to come, Stephanie, and in some ways, this trove of information that was released on the eve of the election, actually on the eve of the blackout on the eve of the election, could undermine Macron in the days going forward once people have a chance to analyze the information. And there are these all-important parliamentary elections that Matt referenced, and there are other elections around Europe. There's an election in Germany coming up. There are elections elsewhere. And this is a tactic, and it's already looking like the same Russian hacking outfit that supported Russian intelligence in our election may have been involved in the Macron hack. This is a tactic of the Russian Federation. They want to undermine confidence in governments that are elected that are not friendly to them, and they want to support people who they believe are friendly to them.
Then do we not run the risk that the Russian hacking effort is only going to double down after this? I mean, Marine Le Pen may have lost, but to Matt's point, she's not going anywhere, nor are her views. She got a lot of votes.
No, not at all, 34%. And what we do know, this is really important. I think we need to understand Macron's victory in terms of folks voting against Le Pen, not necessarily for him. And then we need to understand that 34% of the French voting population did not vote, or they submitted blank or no votes. And so there are a large number of folks in France who are deeply skeptical of the market economy. They're deeply skeptical of austerity politics, their policies. They're deeply skeptical of an economic system that has left so many folks behind. Now, that could take the form of populism from the right, or it can take the form of a much more robust leftist politics. It's not quite dead, right? So what we're saying is that when we drill down into the numbers, it's much more complicated than just simply a landslide victory.
All right, we've got to take a break.